Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel, Anne's Aesthetics, where hopefully I can bring you some happiness and peace through painting today. Starting off, I am taking some painter's tape and just marking a rectangle in the corner, and then I am taking a light blue. The specific shade name is Cloudless, and then I'm taking a red acrylic marker and I am roughly drawing rounded triangles. And then this is a light green acrylic marker, and I will be using this for the stems of the strawberries today. For the leaves on the strawberries, I'm simply just drawing tiny little, I like to call them almond shapes. And then I'm also including a stem in the middle. As you'll see, I will point in the video that I'm doing a stem in the middle and then 2 stem leaves on each side. And then right here, this is really hard to see on camera, but I am taking a lighter, like pinkish red shade for the innards of the triangle and making the same shape, but just on the inside. But only on some of them. It will be the ones that end up having white. And then these other ones, I'm using a yellow acrylic marker. It's kind of like a yellow gold to make little flecks to represent the little seeds within the strawberry. Using a very crappy white, I'm going to outline the inside of the strawberries. I'm basically just drawing along the outside of that pinkish red I used, and then I'm using the white to draw some lines, and I also drew an almond shape right in the middle. It's kind of an upside down almond though. So here I am trying to struggle, but I'm slowly getting there. There you go. You see the upside down almond, and then I'm drawing these lines to the outside of the outline. The strawberries were honestly my least favorite fruit, but they were also the first one I worked with, so we got better. It improved as we went on, which is progress, people. Also had to use a very crappy black to outline the strawberries, but here I'm taking Princess Pink for the next side of the quadrant rectangle. This is going to be where the peaches are. This Princess Pink is just going all over that rectangle, and then I ended up doing 2 layers for that. Once completed in the background, I moved on to the next step of starting with a orange acrylic marker to draw peaches. I was doing kind of a light heart shape, but not too much of a heart. And then those upside down almonds again. It kind of looks, but we're going to fix it soon, you'll see. And then I took a different color green to do the leaves of these peaches. I kind of wanted to do, which I ended up doing, a different green for each quadrant. I didn't want to have the same green in one because I thought it would kind of take the balance off. But here I am just drawing the leaves. I wanted to do the peach leaves a lot more curvy in almond shape than I did the strawberry ones, just to give it a little more sass. Taking a brown acrylic marker for the inside of the peaches. This is the nut part of the peach. This was the perfect shade to use for the inside of the peaches. It's like a yellow, a light pale yellow. And then I took a red-ish orange color for the outlining part of my peaches. I didn't fully outline some of the peaches. As you can see, like the middle one, I will only outline the top part. I just didn't want to give it too much red. I'm using the orange that I used for the base to go back in and add cleanup, and I'm also adding a bunch of tiny little dots around the center of the upside down almond. This kind of gives it a peachy effect. Again, taking that light yellow, and I'm using it in the center for some highlighting. And then it's time to peel, baby. Moving on to the next color quadrant, I'm using Yellow Flame, and this is going to be the orange quadrant. If you want to know where to find the inspiration photo that I used for today's tutorial, go to my Pinterest, Anns.Aesthetics, and then scroll to my board Art and Drawings, and you will find this Pinterest photo shared under there. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, and possibly comment button as well. And then I'm going back in with the same orange that I used for the peaches. We're just going to do a little bit different highlighting so that it does give a different effect. If you can't draw a perfect circle, you can always take the lid of something like the painting top or a cup and just trace that. And then I'm also using the red to go in and outline for the oranges as well. I sadly did not have a darker orange, so I had to work with what I had. But you'll see I'll end up going back in with the orange, which will make the red disappear and turn them kind of into a darker orange. And I'm using a really light pale orange for the inside of these, and then in a little bit I'm going to go on top of each one with some white, which you will see, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I wanted to add the cutest little stem to this one so that also wouldn't throw off the balance. So I did choose a different green for this one. And then this is where I'm going in with like a off-white color. It's not a bright white. The purple shade is Petunia Purple. So I lost some of the footage, and I don't know how, but I do show the method of how I did the green ones. I just used the colors light green and then yellow for the circle highlighting. But right here I'm using a light brown to draw the stems of the grapes and also the swirly parts of some of the grapes. And then I layered on top a dark green color to kind of give it a vineyard depth. I'm going in with a light purple for the highlighting circles of the wine color, and then I'm just doing dots for the small grapes, and then I'm going back over top while it's kind of still wet, honestly, with the wine color to really blend those back together and make it look like it's supposed to be one. Doing some more highlighting with a goldish brown color on the stems for the grapes. And then I always sign my paintings, and you should too. My marker sucks, so obviously I had to switch to a better one. But I'm going in with some Mod Podge here, and then I am just going to spread it out with a big brush. I was a little too impatient and I didn't wait for it to fully dry apparently, so I did smear a little bit, but I was able to fix it and it ended up being a-okay. There you have it. I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. I really did enjoy it. It's very unique, different from what I normally do. I hope you have a wonderful, happy day, and you consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up, and sharing it with one of your friends. Bye-bye.